but he could not get that to stick. It was a golden opportunity wasted there.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Here's Murray. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make it.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
He completes it. They've got a 1st down. He will have the conversion and more than that. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Cards take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Now Matt Prater for the point after. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year. His kick is good. Just a 4-play drive that time.
And it ends with a Zach Ertz touchdown.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. Well, these Chiefs to start 2022, well, they were handed a very tough task by the schedule makers. Not just in going on the road to face a Cardinal team that was 11-6 last year, but they're going to be the first team.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. That's to his running back, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position.
Now the NFL's leader in rushing touchdowns last year is James Conner.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eye line.
That was crazy.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Stephen Carter
punching it in from a yard away.
And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Prater for the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Now here's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick.
And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football.
of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Denver Broncos and the Philadelphia Eagles. Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Ready.
Second down, back to Sanders. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing is Hurts. Over the middle, complete. That's Watkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There was absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Sanders toss left side. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Hurts to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready, ready. Hat in the street. Hat in the street. Street. Ready.
They go back to the ground with Sanders. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40.
Pat Surtain getting down from his corner spot to make that play.
Sometimes I think cornerbacks can benefit from the fact that quarterbacks might just forget about the idea that they might be near the line of scrimmage. How about the anticipation there, sneaking in and making a big play in the backfield?
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Quan Williams.
Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Again, it's Murray. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Now Wilson. This one complete to the running back, Chase Edmonds. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. On first down, Murray. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll go with Mack here up the middle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
Throwing is Wilson.
That's going to be caught by Judy. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A run up the middle with Mack. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Play action. Now Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Sutton.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Hey,
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they're obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They go play action now. Wilson escaping the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Eric Saubert from 13 yards out.
And the Broncos will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Makes the catch off the tip by the safety.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Drop 60, drop 60. Go, Reed, go.
Hurts.
Going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
Elliott good with a PAT. And
Touchdown, nigga.
Game as we approach halftime.
That's how you fucking play Madden.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one
Stop
will
playing
bounce out
with
of
me.
the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Sacked by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
If there's any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels.
It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack.
And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury.
Give me that shit,
and the
nigga.
Eagles will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They go play action with Hurts, eluding the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And some room to maneuver. And he's taken down, but not before he gets to the Broncos' 26. 31 yards there and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Ready, break.
They're going on fourth down with Hurts.
He will find Smith in the end zone.
Touchdown, nickel.
Philadelphia.
Touchdown, nickel.
Great play there. 28 yards.
You
The
ass.
Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Takes it at the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are, but what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be in a position where if they make another mistake, you're there to capitalize on it and take it away from them.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out,
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
Well, Fletcher Cox, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and another sack to his ledger there.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
It's third and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack.
Looking to throw. Wilson.
Open man, he completes it to Judy.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up the fourth down.
Brandon, a good idea there on third down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
You gonna go for it, you stupid.
Fourth down. Here's Wilson. That's complete to the tight end, Saubert. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the fourth down play to result in 23 yards.
That was the best play you could do.
Here's first and 10.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Room here to run. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Javonte Williams.
35 yards. yards. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the third quarter. Extra point from McManus is good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Hurts. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. 44 yards on the ground for him so far.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line. Another run with Sanders. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Being chased out left. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. It'll be a pickup of 4. And that leads to a Philadelphia 1st. Running right, here's Sanders. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
On 2nd and 11 now. Hurts. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the first down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Another run here with Sanders. 52 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. He will push his way down to about the 14. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. Now a final chance to
This is
stop
Madden,
as
buddy.
the timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
You gonna take this L today?
And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And his
Stop
kick
playing
is
with me,
good.
nigga.
But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it
So,
away.
hey, Brody, you
And that
suck,
one
bro.
will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. Here's Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
Well, it took us until the final play charge to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before.
Yo, that was a hard ass.